I know she said it's alright, but you gon' make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Or maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties. And I wouldn't wanna break them, I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all the silly things you do. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down.
same sweet song again. Will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
So baby, baby, why can't you sit still? Kill that bird out on the windowsill. Find you the reason that it broke his neck. Tell me, did I see your baby laugh about that? I'm gonna bring it on like a drinking. Well, but you let me throw it to you, what a man. Now I'm touching down deep inside. Ooh. Baby, why you let it like you? I'm on as a remedy. For every little thing I feel me. Ooh, Mama, take a moment. Please me. Baby, baby, why you dye your hair? Mama, keep it Monday. Baby, why don't you said I know you too? Climb into the motor and scold on you. Mercy. I wanna bring it on like a dream. Well, won't you let me prove it to you what about it? Now I'm gonna touch it down deep inside. Baby, won't you let it like you? But I'm gonna have the remedy for every little thing I feel of me. Ooh, mama, take a moment. Ooh, please me. Thanks for coming, y'all.
It's time for Lincoln Potters Baseball. Now let's potter up to the booth.
Well, hello and welcome to Bean Stadium in Lincoln, California. Another exciting evening of Lincoln Potters baseball. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe. I'm here with Riley the Engineer to bring you the second game of a three-game series between your Potters and the California Tigers. Lincoln won last night 11-9 behind the bat of Will Lindbergh and 4 stellar innings from Peter Caldera in his first start of the summer. The win improved the Potters' record to 26-7 overall as they look ahead to resuming Pacific Empire League play next Tuesday when they host league-leading Healdsburg. Manager Tyler Robertson sending the left-hander Isaiah Williams to the mound to try to take the first 2 games in this series. Here's the Tigers' batting lineup that Isaiah will face. He's got Christensen, Malton, and Hanson. Andrews is in the lineup today in the cleanup spot. Rodriguez at short, then McGee, Wilson, Mullen, and McGinty, and the pitcher Anthony DeSantis for the California Tigers. So we are getting ready to go. We just had a stirring rendition of the national anthem by Kristen Brown, who was on season 24 of The Voice. I don't know. I didn't watch it. If she didn't win, then the winner is pretty good in season 24 of The Voice, is all I'm saying, Riley the Engineer, because she did a tremendous job with the national anthem and getting us ready today. A couple of, first of all, the Potters did what I asked them to do like 4 years ago when it got really hot, which is they took $1 off the general admission for each degree over 100 degrees when you bought your ticket. And since it was like 108, so basically general admission was free if you came up and got yourself a ticket and got in here. And so kudos to the Potters for doing that. Also, this game has been shortened from 9 innings to 7 innings due to heat concerns that have emanated from Emma. And if Emma says something, we all just know it's true. And then we just say, okay, Emma, we're making it 7 innings, and we're going to have a little bit more time between innings, kind of like when they have soccer and they have like a water break halfway through the half. We're going to have a little bit more time between innings. Not really sure how that's going to work out yet, but that's all up to Riley the Engineer to figure out how to make that work. So the Tigers will send up Chase Christensen, Charlie Malton, and Jason Hanson, the first 3 hitters, against the left-hander Isaiah Williams, who is making his 4th start of the season. 15 innings pitched, just 5 hits. 14 strikeouts and 8 walks. He is 1-0 with a 2.40 ERA. He is out of Jackson State University in Elk Grove, California. So Christensen, who was 2 for 5 yesterday. In fact, Christensen and Malton were 4 for 9 with 5 runs batted in, and the Tigers lost last night 11-9. They were down 11-5, put 4 up on the board in the 9th and fell short. So here's Christensen playing in center field tonight out of Cosumnes River College. Right-handed hitter against the left-hander Isaiah Williams at 6'6" and 245 pounds. So an imposing sight out there on the hill. As the crowd settled in with, very not light in the pocketbooks at all, because some of them got in here basically for nothing. And the first pitch is a fastball, and it's a strike at 86 from Isaiah. That's downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. We got our people in the front row down the first baseline, got the misters going. I don't know if my buddy Jim Russell is the one who devised that. He's down there, he and Karen are down there in their season ticket seats down there, enjoying the game, and they've got the nice mister all over them. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, they're part of my trivia team that I used to be on Tuesdays, but haven't been able to, and my team is doing very well without me. So we won't talk about that very much. Just to say that it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 teams meet again tomorrow, 7:35 first pitch. Not sure of any. I wouldn't say keep your eye on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter and known as X. That's where the information came out about the ticket reduction today. 2 2-pitch misses outside off speed 3-2. So keep your attention there and see if there's any bargains you can swoop in on. It's Cider Saturday or Cider Day out here today. $7 ciders. It's not my jam, but Willie turned me on to one last week. It was pretty good. There's a chopper right back to Williams. He's going to have to make a tough play as he stops and throws in the dirt, and he's going to get by at first base. Turning the corner and going to second is Christensen. So Christensen will get credit for a single because I don't think they would have got him. He's going to go to second on the throwing error. Potters, in the notes that I was given today by Carson, the intern, the number 1 ranked intern, by the way, Potters have struggled with defense this summer, currently near the bottom of the league with a fielding percentage of .955. So that's something they want to work on, obviously. And it rears up and bites them here right away with Christensen going down to second base and Malton the hitter. Charlie was 2 for 4 with 3 runs batted in, and he scored 2 last night out of Diablo Valley College. high fastball is in there for a strike, 0-1. Jason Hansen, who didn't play last night, out of UC Davis, is on deck. He is the number 3 hitter for the Tigers. That's in the dirt. Let's look defensively if you can, Riley. Behind the plate, Jake Harvey tonight. Will Lindbergh over at first, Sonny Johnson, Caius Gargett, Cade Parker. In the outfield, Jimenez, Freethy, and Antwine for Tyler Robertson and the Lincoln Potters, who are 26-7 on the season. Game number 34. There goes the runner. It's a strike. The throw to third makes it very close, but he is in there. Nice throw by Jake Harvey. And that was a lot closer, I think, than Christensen was happy with, but he slides in under the tag, and he is at third with nobody out. Pitch was called a strike, so it's 1-2 on Charlie Malton. Second game of the season for the Tigers. So a lot of difference in summer experience between these two clubs. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off back to the net. Right over by the Misters, but that didn't interfere with the Misters' job, thank goodness. I see the Russells have already been over to the Brick and Barrel Backyard Beer Garden, which I salute. Good consumers, good fans, good consumers. 1-2 again. That's outside for a ball, 2-2. T-Mac with his dog down there again. Willie walked right by the dog and didn't even ask what the name was. I don't even know why. I asked him. Yeah, it's okay, Willie. It's all right. I'll call you out. I mean, we got to start talking about the positives about Willie Preston, okay? Outside 3-2. We figured it out before the game. Willie Preston has never missed a Potters home game. And it's over, I think, if you count tournament play and stuff, factor all that stuff in, it's over 300 games now since 2017, and Willie's never missed one of them. We need to have a ceremony for this guy. 3-2 pitch is fouled off. I mean, not a ceremony like, oh, way to go, you're gone, but nothing like that. But, I mean, a ceremony is like, we got a guy doing crazy things right here. We got the Cal Ripken of PA guys right here in our backyard. We need to let them know we recognize them. 3-2 on Malton. Willie Preston Appreciation Day. What a great day that would be. It's a line drive into right center field. It is down for a base hit. And just now the runner comes in from third. I guess he wasn't paying attention, but he will score. It's an RBI single for Malton. He has 4 runs batted in already in a game and a couple of batters. 2 hits for the Tigers. Their first run across the plate, and here's Jason Hansen, who said out of UC Davis did not play in game number 1 last night. He's at first base today. Fastball's in there for a strike. Sean Stafford held down first base, and Ben Pernetti came in to relieve him later in the game. But it's Hansen today, and he hits it. Soft liner, that's into right field, perfectly placed. Picked up out there by Antwine, and it's another hit, 3 straight hits for the Tigers to start this one. And that'll bring up Drew Andrews, who appeared in a late inning role, late inning replacement. He was 0 for 1 last night. Drew out of Jessup University, batting in the cleanup spot, playing left field for the Tigers in this one. They bat an infield single, a throwing error. There's a bunt backed up. It might get to me. No, it's right over there. I was on that one too. I was tracking it all the way. 0-1. Infield single by Christensen, a throwing error, then a solid single by Malton. Then Hansen just kind of poked it in the right spot between Lindbergh and Johnson on the right side of the infield, and he picked up his first base hit of the season. Nobody out still here in the top of the first. There's a line drive to left field. That's down for a base hit. Coming on and picking it up is Jimenez. He throws at the plate. Perfect throw. The tag is applied, and he is out at the plate. Jax came in there, picked it up, reared up. Malton going for it, and he is out at the plate. Stopping at second base was Hansen. Andrews gets credit, of course, for a single. That's 4 straight hits for the Tigers, but 1 out now for the Potters, and that's what we talk about. Jimenez out in left field, probably an unfamiliar position, but he came up with a strong throw and got rid of it quickly, and it was on line in the tag by Harvey for the first out. Breaking ball in there for a strike on Rudy Rodriguez, who was 0 for 1 with a walk last night, did score a run. Out of UC Riverside, playing shortstop for the Tigers in this one. In there again, strike 2. Had some trouble with the slider, the breaking ball from the left-handed pitcher, Gabe Maya, last night. 0-2 on the way from Williams. Fouled out of play with a fastball. Up to 87 for Isaiah. So 1 run in, 1 out. 2 on for the Tigers. Put the late rally on the board last night. Fell 2 runs short, dropping that one 11-9. Hit out towards shortstop. It's slowly hit, though. They're going to have to hurry to go to first. And he is out at first. That one didn't get out to Gargett very quickly. And Rodriguez is out at first, moving up Hanson to third and Andrews to second. And Joe McGee's the hitter. Joe was the leadoff guy last night. Played center field out and right today. Was 2 for 5 yesterday. Scored 2 runs. He's got a couple of runs on the base paths right now. Could turn this into a good inning for the Tigers. Outside for a ball. 1-0. I love this umpire. He has his chest protector. He takes it off every pitch. Puts it right back in place right before the pitch. As long as he gets it back in place, I'm okay with it. Fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Salute to the brave souls who braved the heat out here. Probably some of them got a very good deal on their tickets, I will say. Swing and a miss. You know, we were talking about it before the game. General admission out here with the covered on all the seats being covered is a pretty good deal, really. Even on a regular day where it's not free, basically, because it's 108 degrees. Ground ball second base way. Nice play at second. Throw to first. He can get in the ball. Pops out of the glove of Lindbergh. That's Asani Johnson with a great play. Gets it over to first base and couldn't handle it at first. A run scores. Moving to third is Andrews. McGee will get credit for a single. So Brady Wilson's their batter. Number 7 in the order is the designated hitter. First and third. Hits a ground ball. Third baseman can't handle it and runner will score. So Andrews scores the third run of the inning. We'll have to call that an error at third base on Parker. So no RBI for Wilson, and that means that Jamie Mullen is the hitter, and we've gotten to the dueling dogs batter already in the first inning, as he is the 8th batter to come up. Jamie 1 for 2 yesterday, scored a run. Oh and 1. Half off dueling dogs at stake, and I think everybody here is basically going to live and die by beer specials tonight. They got in probably for a good price, and so they're like, well, you know, we'll just spend it all on beer, and if it's half price, that's great too. There goes the runners. The pitch is swung on and missed. Actually, just the lead runner taken off. That's McGee. Wilson still over at first base. McGee now at third. Oh and 2 now. Fastball just misses outside. 1 and 2. Williams trying to get that half-price beer for the fans. Tigers have put 3 up on the board already and have a runner at third and a runner at first with 2 outs here in the first. They also had a runner thrown out at the plate by Jax Jimenez. 1-2 pitch. Just misses outside. 2 and 2. Number 9 hitter tonight, the catcher Sean McGinty, is on deck. Three-two pitch. Outside, ball Actually, 2-2 pitch outside ball 3. Wilson threw me off by taking off. He is now at second base, so 2 runners out there for Jamie Mullen. Jamie out of Folsom Lake College. Misses outside ball 4. Had him 0-2, lost him. And the 9th bat of the inning will be Sean McGinty as Jake Harvey's going to go out and talk to Williams. McGinty's going to take off the shin guards. He didn't know if he was going to be up, so he'll come out here with the bases loaded, and the Tigers threatening to blow this one open early, trying to get their first win of the season, and they're positioned pretty well with 3 in already and 3 on, and 2 outs in the first. And McGinty at the plate. Sean came on late in the game yesterday, struck out in the 8th inning, so he was 0 for 1. Tyler Kersey started out behind the plate for the Tigers in their first game. Fastball misses high and outside. 1-0. Thought I heard a dog left over from the previous batter there before the pitch was delivered. That's fouled back to the screen. Evens it up at 1-1. Over to the Misters again. Micah Marquez is on ball retrieval duty today. Youngster from St. Helena, California. 1-1 coming up to McGinty. Fastball misses outside. McGinty from Los Medanos College. Pretty big for a catcher. He's got to be at least 6'2". Check swing, he did not go, I don't believe, so it is going to be 3 balls and 1 strike now. Chase Christensen, the leadoff man, on deck, as the Tigers have batted through the lineup here in the top of the first inning. That's down the middle for a strike. So 3-2, everybody moving, except for the runner at third. He'll kind of take it easy. Everybody else is moving. Everybody's grooving, baby. 3-2 pitch is chopped foul over on the on-deck circle. Nice play by Christensen to snag that one with the left hand. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield straight away, medium deep for McGinty. Say Williams trying to wrap up here in the top of the first inning. High, ball 4. Scoring is McGee. Going to third is Wilson. Mullen at second now. McGinty will get an RBI. Andrew Ballantyne warming up for the Potters, as we're going to have a meeting at the mound. So we thought we'd have more meetings. We didn't think they'd happen this soon. As 5 hits, a walk, 2 errors, a ground out, and a throw out at home have been our top of the first inning. So it's been a lively top of the first inning. But the Potters would just as soon put it to rest. Chase Christensen, the hitter, 4 runs in for the Tigers. Infield single in the, just about, technically about 22 minutes ago. Went to second when the ball was thrown away at first base. Breaking ball strike to Christensen out of Casumas River College. 3 for 6 in the series with 2 runs batted in. He has scored twice. Misses outside with that breaking ball. Jake Harvey behind the dish for the Potters tonight out of Roseville, California. Tigers have put 4 up on the board and threatening for more here in the first. Popped up, right side. Lindbergh going back. Wills drops the ball in right field. 2 runs will score. And going to third is McGinty. Staying at first base is Christensen. Be an error on the first baseman, so we won't get any RBI on that one. But 6 runs across here in the first. And Charlie Malton, who's been a problem for the Potters since last night, he's 3 for 5 so far. He has a single in this game. There goes the runner, and he'll take high. Christensen will go down to second base. One and 0 on Malton. Misses outside, 2-0. Quite a respectable crowd out here for 108 degrees. There's Piper the Peacock waiting to make his appearance. He doesn't usually come in till the middle of the first. He's getting nervous over there. Inside corner, 2-1. He can unofficially give high fives and stuff, but I mean not officially. Swinging and missed the fastball, 2-2 on Charlie Malton. Two singles and a walk last night. 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored for Charlie. Make that 3 runs batted in. Inside fastball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. First base open. Christensen at second, McGinty over at third. Jason Hansen to follow. Ball 4. And I think we're going to get a pitching change from the Potters, so we'll step away for just a second. Top of the first inning, Tigers still batting, and they put 6 up on the board.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Andrew Ballantyne is the new pitcher for the Potters, making his 8th appearance. 12 innings, 12 hits. He has struck out 7. He has struck out 12. He has walked 7. He is 1-0 on the season. Make that 1-1 on the season. 6.75 ERA, and he's going to face Jason Hansen with the bases loaded here, and the Tigers have already scored 6 here in the top of the first. Ballantyne out of Ceres, California. Shortly to shortstop, picked up by Gargett, over to first for the out. So 1 pitch and out of the inning, but not before the Tigers put a half dozen up on the board. We go to the bottom of the first. Tigers 6, Potters coming to bat.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Well, finally, the bottom of the first inning, Anthony DeSantis comes out to the mound, the right-hander from Minot State, and he will have himself a nice little cushion as his Tiger teammates put 6 up on the board against the Potters. And here is the Potter lineup that Anthony will be facing. Hassani Johnson back in there at second base. Freely playing center tonight. Gargett at short. And Small, Jimenez, and Parker. Lindbergh, Harvey, and Tyler Antwine rounded out. And here's Hassani Johnson batting an even .400 on the season. And in the stats that Carson has left for me, Hassani Johnson has a hit in every game he's played this year. A 10-game hitting streak. So there you go. That's good knowledge right there, Riley. Why can't you do stuff like that for me? Make yourself useful somehow. Fastball is outside from DeSantis. 85 miles an hour. 1 ball and no strikes. J.R. Freethy and then Caius Gargett to follow here in the first. Sonny takes down low, 2-0. Just a 7-inning affair, so Potter's got their work cut out for them as they give up a half dozen, and it looks like somebody dropped something down there. Oh, I think catcher McGinty maybe had a lucky coin in his pocket or something, you know, maybe a keynote chip or something like that. Could have been a lot of things. 2-0 pitches lined into right field, make it 11 games in a row for Hassani Johnson as he has a solid single to right field. That's the way you've got to start when you're down by 6 runs. You start with a base hit. He's got one. Something tells me Piper's going to be doing that Super Soaker squirt gun thing a lot today at the request of the fans, some of whom I hope got in for nothing because of the tweet put out by the Potters a couple hours before game time. However many degrees it is over 100, that's how many dollars will be taken off a general admission ticket. And I believe it was 108. Carson says it was 110, but Carson's known to exaggerate. But even at 108, general admission $8, you're getting here for free. I mean, what's Carson now, a meteorologist or something? Throw over to first base and Johnson is back. And then he says they should refund him $2 because it's 110. I just report him right away over to Matt. Oh, I can't. Okay, Riley, you're going to be on his side, I guess. So you're going to show me your phone that says 110 and say that Carson was right. Okay, great. That's great, Riley. We've been working together for a while here. I thought I was nurturing you, bringing you along, and all of a sudden you turn on me and you go with Carson. Just because he's the number 1 ranked intern. Oh, it's only 106. There you go. Inside for a ball. Freely 344. 1 home run, 8 runs batted in. So it's only 106. If that was at game time, then they would have to pay $2 per general admission, but I think Carson was probably close to being right. So they could just sail up there, hold up their phone, and say, give me my ticket, brother. And then take that $8 and march straight over to the Brick and Barrel Backyard Beer Garden, if they were of age, of course. If not, they could go over to the bounce house over there and enjoy many of the snacks around here for the underage, and I suppose for everybody. It's a toasty one, but the kids are still in the bounce house. Inside, there goes the runner in there. It's going to be ball 4. So Freely gets the base on ball. So the Potters start off encouraging with a single and a walk. It'll bring up Caius Gargett, who is 3 for 6 on the season, which comes out to 500. He's got a couple of RBI. We're already going to have a meeting at the mound for the Tigers. They like to get together. We noticed that last night. Umpire's going out with him. And he's not even trying to break him up. He just wanted to hang out with him. It's like, hey, come on, guys, what's up? So Gargett 3 for 6 with 3 runs batted in. I think whatever that umpire wants to do, if he wants to put his chest protector on late, if he wants to go out and be part of the talk, I think today anything goes, Riley. It's according to you, it's 106. So if you want to go out and be part of that, that's fine. Guys out of Anderson, Indiana. University of Kentucky. Hopefully his people from Indiana are tuning in, checking out the game. See if he can bring the Potters a little closer than 6-0 here. Johnson at second. Preethy at first. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Eli Small in the 4 spot today, then Jax Jimenez. 0-1 from DeSantis. He's going to check Johnson. Coming in is Rodriguez to bluff him back. Swing and miss on an off-speed pitch. 0-2. We can look at that defensive alignment if you want, Riley. We've got Andrews, Mullen, and McGee in the outfield. We've got Mullen, Rodriguez, Malton, and Hanson in the infield. Sean McGinty behind the plate. And Anthony DeSantis from Minot State University on the mound. He's ahead of Gargett, 0-2. Inside, that hit him. So he loses the 0-2 batter to a hit batter. Potters have a single, a walk, and a hit batter. So 3 different ways to load the bases, and they've done it. And here's Eli Small. Eli at 270 on the season. No home runs and 6 runs batted in, according to my handy sheet over here. Eli from Elkhorn, Nebraska, and the University of Kentucky. Big chopper. That's going to be a tough play. Waiting the shortstop, Rodriguez. He flipped it to second. I don't think it's in time, and it's not. So it's an infield single for Small. He'll get himself an RBI. Everybody moves up. Second hit of the inning. First run for the Potters. It was a fielder's choice, but I don't think he would have got Eli at first had he gone that way. And since he didn't get the runner at second, I'm giving him a base hit. And here's Jax Jimenez, who is hitting 167 so far in his first season as a Potter, looking for his first run batted in out of Whitney High School. Takes that one for a strike. Potter's still with the bases loaded. Jack's headed to University of Oregon. DeSantis checking the runner at third base. That's Freely. That chop foul back to the screen. Cade Parker on deck, playing third base tonight for the Potters. He's been short, he's been second, he's been third. I don't think Cade's been in the outfield yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if he finds himself out there before the end of the season. 0-2 as I hear a solitary cowbell ringing in the distance. Fastball misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 teams play tomorrow, 7:35. Then next week it's PEL exclusive for the Potters. Tuesday and Thursday home to Healdsburg. Wednesday they go to Healdsburg. And then the weekend they'll be up in Oregon taking on the Medford Rogues for 3. So 6 big PEL games for the Potters. That one's a wild pitch, but it'll bounce right back to McGinty. And it's 2-2. Potters in second place right now, 8-5 in league play. Healdsburg at 14-2. And they had a game. We'll pull that up in a second here. Take a look at the scoreboard in the PEL. Since Riley wasn't doing much, we'll just check it out. So Healdsburg leading West Coast Kings 8-1. Swing and a miss. He's out on strikes. Rogues and Humboldt at 2-2. And the Anchors and the Mudcats taking one on. 16-14. Mudcats won that one against the Alameda Anchors. One out, and Cade Parker will be the hitter. Cade at 268. Oh, my gosh, look at that. That is awesome. Parking Lot Potters, Don, who we had a great interview with in Don's Corner, we called it, yesterday. It was, I say it was great. It was interesting. There was, sometimes when you ask somebody a question, you just look in their eyes and you just know, I don't know what this answer is going to be. And that's a scary thing for an interviewer, but sometimes it's fun. Brought up some sweet-looking pineapple up here. That is a ball. 2-0 to Cade. 5 home runs on the season, leads the Potters. And 2 home runs in league play, that leads the Potters as well. 18 runs batted in overall. 2-0 pitch, ball 3. Will Lindbergh on deck, the first baseman. Freethy, Gargett, and Small on the base paths. One out here in the first. Ball 4. Parker picks up an RBI the easy way as Freethy comes across to score the second Potters run. Gargett and Small move up. Base is still loaded. Here's Will Lindbergh playing at first base for the Potters. Going to get a lot of time at first base the rest of the season. Hudson Brown and J.T. Walden, both of whom have taken a lot of time at first base. Both have completed their Potters residencies for the summer of 24. We're going to miss them both. J.T. we've talked about in the past because he's a returner. Hudson Brown really made a great impression on the Potters this year. He hit .337 in his time, played first base. Called him the Swiffer because he picked up everything and ended up with, I think, 19 runs batted in and a home run, and just was .333 in league play, .337 overall. So a great first season for Hudson Brown out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Hopefully he'll think about coming back next year. And J.T. Walden, you know how I feel about J.T. He's a returning Potter legend. I mean, the guy's a legend. So 2 guys that we will miss for the rest of the summer. We wish them the best of luck next year in their baseball futures. 0-1 to Will Lindbergh. Takes that one down low. It's 1-1. See if we can find out who we got warming up down there in the bullpen for the California Tigers, as we've had trouble getting through this first inning. Will check swing, and it's called strike on the inside corner. 1-2. Jake Harvey, the catcher. He is in the number 8 spot. He is on deck. 1-2 pitch. Will hits it high up in the air to center field. Moving over is Christensen. He'll have a beat on it. Tagging at second and tagging at third are the Potters. Throw's going to go to third. Safe there, and the run scores. So Gargett scores. Eli Small went head first into third. Hopefully he didn't injure himself. It looks like he might have, but so RBI for Lindbergh, his 6th. Potters have scored 3 now. Small at third. Cade Parker stayed at first. He didn't want to take any chances. And Jake Harvey, who hasn't had a hit yet but has 2 runs batted in already for the Potters this summer, out of Roseville, will step in. Potters have cut the lead in half. It's now 6-3. Harvey takes a strike as the runner steals second. That is Cade Parker. Tyler Antwine batting 9th today for Tyler Robertson. He is on deck. Breaking ball's chopped foul. Back to the screen. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Harvey. Breaking ball is hit right back to the mound off the pitcher's glove, picked up at second base by Malton over to first, and he got him by a step. So 3 runs for the Potters in the bottom of the first after an eventful first inning. Tigers lead at 6-3.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps us keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve, and getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
And we are back in the top of the second. Riley wanted me to come. I was talking with Willie. I'm sorry. We were talking about songs with hot in the title and heat in the title. Drew Andrews, Rudy Rodriguez, and Joe McGeough started off against Andrew Ballantyne, who came on to relieve Isaiah Williams in the first inning, got Hanson to ground out to shortstop. So here's Andrews, who singled in the first inning. Pops that one up. Will it get out of play? No, it'll be down at first base. It'll be Lindbergh. Makes the catch for the out. So 2 pitches for Ballantyne and 2 outs recorded, and I'll bring up Rudy Rodriguez, who grounded to shortstop. Slow grounded to shortstop his first time up. And we got a message from the great Chris Toy. He says he is the staff meteorologist at Stone's Broadcast Networks, which is true. And I refer to Carson as the staff meteorologist, and I am contractually prohibited from doing that. So Carson is a meteorology intern at Stone's Broadcast Networks, not the meteorologist. So I don't want to ruffle any feathers or peacocks or anything. That is down low. So Chris Toy, a tremendous engineer in his own right, also has many other jobs. He's the guy. He's the professor of mascotology here, and the meteorologist, obviously. Fouled out of play. 1-1. One ball, one strike on Rodriguez from UC Riverside. Lines that one to short center field. That is going to drop in front of J.R. Freethy for a base hit. Rodriguez falls. He hurt himself at first base. They're going to tag him. I wouldn't even tag him out, but they do. Came around first, and look, I don't know if he twisted his ankle or pulled a hamstring. Looked like an ankle. Emma's out there immediately. And he's hopefully going to be able to walk it off. But came around first after the single and just went crumpled right away. And Emma's having to run to catch up with him. Hey, come back here so I can take care of you. So the Potters tagged him out at first base, which makes 2 outs. He gets credit for a single. 6th hit already for the Tigers. He's pointing to what happened. Something reached up and grabbed him. He's moving a little bit better, so hopefully he's going to be all right. And if he is okay, you'll know because you get to the dugout and everybody will make fun of you for falling down and messing up your base hit. So that's when you know he's okay. So a unfortunate incident for the Tigers, but if you want to look at it that way, fortunate for the Potters. 2 outs and Joe McGee is the hitter. He singled in a run back in the first inning. He's 3 for 6 in this series. Played out in center field last night, playing in right field tonight. Left-handed hitter against the left-hander Ballantyne. Brady Wilson would be next. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 on McGee, who comes out of St. Mary's College down in Moraga. Unless there's another one I don't know about. Probably I knew you didn't know. Sharply hit down the first base line and foul. Handled very well by the bullpen catcher out there. Well, a nice little pickup by the bullpen catcher. Give him his props, Riley. Are you monitoring the channels just to see if Chris Toy sends another text in there about another one of his jobs that's been usurped by Carson, the #1 ranked intern? Foul back. Close to the cameras, Riley. 0-2. McGee 2 for 5 yesterday, leading it off for the Tigers. He scored twice, drove in 1. Picked up an RBI here tonight in the first. Line foul over the dugout and into the grassy knoll area, right over the bounce house. Oh, and 2. Swing and a miss. So 1, 2, 3 of a sort for Ballantyne in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Tigers still on top, 6-3.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had him by the collar, said he...
Bottom of the second from Atosti McBean Stadium. Potters trailing this one 6-3. They'll send Tyler Antoine, and then the top of the order, Hassani Johnson and J.R. Freethy against Anthony DeSantis, who gave up 3 runs on 2 hits in the bottom of the first inning. Defensive changes for the Tigers as Rodriguez had to leave the game after injuring his, we think, ankle. Rounding first base, Charlie Malton moves from second over to short, and last night's DH/pitcher, Nathan Leffel, out of Las Medanas College, will come on and he'll play at second base. So that means number 2 at second and number 9 now playing at shortstop. Mullen at third and Hanson at first, the remainder of the infield. Swing and a miss by Antoine. Tyler is down 0-2, leading off the bottom of the second. Only a 7-inning game today. I must say, Riley, I don't know if your dad told you, but he came on and did a tremendous job putting the wobble, or whatever it's called, back together. You can't even tell which one is his. See, he put it together and changed the center of gravity, and now the guy's standing up straight. And this guy's the original, and he's leaning forward. That's the repaired guy, and he's standing up straight. So he actually looks better now. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. And is in there for a strike. Call strike 3 on Antoine. So that is actually still Rodriguez at shortstop, but it is Leffel at second base. We're going to have to do more research here. Jason's leading me astray. But good to see that Rudy is back still in the lineup. Hassani Johnson, who singled and scored in the first, is the next hitter. Takes it outside for a ball. One 1-0. So we'll have a revision to the revisionist infield there as we're checking the numbers. That's a strike. One ball, 1 strike on Johnson, 1 out here in the second. Hassani takes outside, 2-1. Out of Elk Grove, California, University of Louisiana Monroe. So they made the change, and then Rudy Rodriguez said, I'm fine. He came back in at short. Johnson takes outside again, which is good. Very good. And Hanson over at first base. Johnson takes ball 4. So Hassani is on for the second time with 1 out, and that'll bring up J.R. Freethy, who walked in the first inning. J.R. at .344 with a home run and 8 runs batted in. Out of Rockland, California, University of Nevada. So now we're false alarming the defensive changes. We still have Malton at second and Rodriguez at short, and we'll pretend like that never happened. Riley, cut that out of the broadcast. Outside to JR. 1-0. We had Ben Pernetti warming up for the Tigers, so we have to assume he would be ready to come in if needed without too much more warm-up necessary. There goes the runner. It's a line drive right at the second baseman. Whoever it is made the catch, and he's going to run it over to first base for a double play. And that'll end the inning in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. Tigers 6, Potters 3.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Athletics fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the third inning, taking a little bit of time, extra time between innings, shortening the game from 9 to 7. That's the way we're trying to beat the heat out here. We had the take the sponge out of the bucket and put the water in the other bucket game, and I think it was like a photo finish. And Riley, the engineer, has a new favorite family of fans. Andrew Ballantyne is on the hill. Brady Wilson will be the first hitter, followed by Jamie Mullen and then Sean McGinty. Popped out of play. Now we know that Riley likes fans only who go to the concession stand and come back with something in each hand. We know that. But he saw a family who had gone to the shaved ice and they had like 5 kids, and it was just like 5 different heights of shaved ice coming back across behind home plate, and that's his favorite family now. The shaved ice family, he calls them. And there they are right over there, third base line. Just sitting there, and they got the row taken over, and they're just doing the shaved ice. And we love it. And now Riley desperately wants to go to shaved ice. High fastball. 86 from Ballantyne, 2 balls and 1 strike. That's the thing about shaved ices. And they didn't have the mammoth ones. I mean, they're family size. A couple of them had the bigger, and you know, kind of like the evolutionary chart. Hit right back to Ballantyne. Nice play by Andrew. He flips it underhand to first. He had to run 2/3 of the way over because that's what you have to do, and then flip it underhand. And Wilson is retired for the first out here in the top of the third. It'll bring up Jamie Mullen, who walked his first time. And Jamie is the Dueling Dogs batter. And this is a very thirsty crowd out here because they got here. Some of them got in for nothing thanks to the heat-related ticket price reduction. And so they have money to spend, but they want to spend it judiciously. If I can get twice as much beer for the same amount of money, then why shouldn't I do that? And Dueling Dogs will accommodate them if Mr. Mullen strikes out. He's 1/3 of the way there on that big swing and a miss. I'm surprised some enterprising Potter fan hasn't tried to do the hey, better swing. Try to get in his dome a little bit. I mean, for beer, it's worth it. I would usually say no, but for beer, it's worth it. And I like the fact that Willie's playing all the soundtrack barks and the real dog down in the front row is just sitting there going, what is that? Swing and a miss, 0-2. He's like looking around and going, that is not my kind, bro. Mullen is going to step out and think about it. He was down 0-2 last time and worked a walk, so nothing is guaranteed. It was against Isaiah Williams back in the first. Ballantyne 0-2 pitch. Hits it down to third base. Backing up is Parker. All the way across the diamond. That's an excellent throw to first base. Staying on the bag is Will Lindbergh, and Mullen is out. Good play by Cade Parker. Wasn't a strikeout, but it was an out. And with 2 outs, here's Sean McGinty, who walked in a run scored back in the first inning, so he picked up the RBI. 2 outs here, top of the third. Tigers 6, Potters 3, all the scoring back in inning number 1. Isaiah Williams started for the Potters. Andrew Ballantyne came on to get the last out of the first. Anthony DeSantis has been on the mound for the Tigers in the first 2 innings. Outside from Ballantyne. Andrew from Ceres, California, and Fresno State University is headed there in the fall. Popped up right side and is going to be out of play. Over by the brick and barrel. Would have been a lot more people over there had the last batter struck out, but you can't do anything about that now, Riley. Just got to look forward to the next time he's up, or pay full price. Either way. Outside. 2-1. Chase Christensen, the top of the order, is on deck in case McGinty reaches. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Valentine. Threw it right by him at 87. Might have been as high as he's gotten tonight. The left-hander, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's some more cowbells out there from the faithful out here in McBean Stadium on a warm night, let's be honest. Popped up right side. Lindbergh's going to call for it in foul territory over by the coach's box and make the catch. Good inning for Anthony Valentine. We go to the bottom of the third. Potters still trail at 6-3.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it. We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Coming back for the bottom of the third inning. Potters trail at 6-3. Caius Gargett, Eli Small, and Jax Jimenez will be the first 3 hitters. Caius was hit by a pitch, scored a run back in the first. He is 3 for 6 on the season with 3 runs batted in. Shows bunt, pulls it back. It's a strike from the new pitcher Ben Pernetti out of Cosumnes River College, the right-hander. Came on at first base last night, but is relieving Anthony DeSantis, who went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs. He walked 4 and struck out 2. Breaking ball is hit sharply at the second base. That's Malton over to first to get Caius for the first out of the inning, and Eli Small will be the batter. Nathan Leffel, we thought he came in at second base last inning. He is in at third base now. He's on for Mullen. So Riley has confirmed it. I didn't take Jason's word for it. It is Nathan Leffel down at third. Rodriguez at short, Malton at second, and Hanson at first. McGinty behind the plate, Andrews, Christensen, and McGee in the outfield. And here is Eli Small, who singled in a run back in the first inning. His 7th run batted in as a Potter out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and the University of Kentucky. Burnetti's fastball's outside at 87 from Ben. Big right-hander. Jax Jimenez to follow for the Potters. They trail it by 3. We're in the bottom of the third of a 7-inning affair. Inside. Hits the net. Rattles the cameras. So Pernetti got the first out. He's fallen behind on Eli Small, 3-0. Right down the middle. At 86, 3 balls and 1 strike. John, the intern, is here. Oh, man. He doesn't usually grace us with his presence. You know, he's usually busy on the field and doing all kinds of stuff. He is the, he's the 4th-ranked intern, which is pretty good. He's been as high as number 2. Does a great job on the on-field events. Here's Jack Jimenez as Small is down at first base with the base on balls. Tigers pitchers have walked 4 and hit 1. So 5 free passes so far. Jack swings and misses at a high fastball. 0-1. I don't know who told Hobby where the press box was. Now we can't keep him out of here. That one's hit tough to right center field. That is a diving try. Did he make the play? Yes, he did. The throw back to first. It's going to be another double play. What a catch in right field by McGee. Diving to his right, he comes up, throws to first, and doubles off Small, who is running on the pitch. We'll go to the 4th. Tigers on top, 6-3.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Top of the 4th inning, top of the order for the Tigers, Chase Christensen, the center fielder who singled and reached on an error. He will be followed by Charlie Malton and Jason Hansen against Andrew Ballantyne out for another inning of work. He finished up the first, went through the 2nd and 3rd, and back out for the 4th. That one down low for a ball. One hit, 1 strikeout for Ballantyne over 2 1/3 innings. Christensen, 3 for 7 in the series. Fouls that one back to the screen. He is out of Consumers River College. That one bounces right back to the catcher. Harvey throws it right back to the pitcher. No need to throw a new baseball in there. Just use the ones we got. Just like when we were kids. Inside, 2-1, almost hit Christensen. He got out of the way, and he and the umpire have a little chat about it. Yeah, he said, I got away. It was no big deal. Two and one. That's inside again. 3 balls and 1 strike. Leading off here in the top of the 4th inning. Malton to follow, then Hansen against Ballantyne. That is call strike 2. 3-2 now. Three-two pitch. Line drive, second base, up and at him, he got it. That's Asani Johnson making that play. A lot of excellent plays out here recently. And the first inning was kind of rough for both teams, but since then the defense has been stellar. And Johnson steals a hit from Christensen, 1 out, and here's Charlie Malton, who singled and walked in this one. 3 for 5 in the series. 3 batted in, 2 scored for Charlie. He was thrown out at the plate in the first inning by Jimenez from left field. And he chops that one down the third base line. That is a fair ball. Fine, strong throw by Parker across the diamond. 2 outs here in the 4th, and here's Jason Hansen, who has singled and grounded to shortstop. Jason out of UC Davis, didn't play last night. 1 for 2 today, did score a run back in that 6-run first for the Tigers. It's easier to find a Tiger that did not score a run as they sent 12 batters to the plate. First pitch to Hansen, off speed, in there for a strike, 0-1. Fastball misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tomorrow these same 2 teams, the first pitch at 7:35. Not sure the duration or what the ticket prices are going to be. You got to check Twitter for that or LincolnPotters.com. Sales outside, 2-1. But tonight a pretty sweet deal. General admission was $1 taken off for every degree over 100 when you bought the ticket, and as I've been told by unofficial meteorologists of the Stones Broadcast Network, it's 110. Line drive, foul down the left field line. So since tickets were $8, I think you made a pretty good deal out on the general admission. Haven't been able to get you Dueling Dogs Have Price, though. But again, don't be ungrateful. You got in for free, you know. 2-2 now. Popped up. Lindbergh camped underneath it. And he'll make the catch for the out. Another good inning for Ballantyne. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Time running out. Potters trail 6-3.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are
Back for the bottom of the fourth inning, it is Cade Parker, it is Will Lindbergh, it is Jake Harvey against Ben Pernetti, the second pitcher for the Tigers. Anthony DeSantis went the first 2 innings. Pernetti came on in the third, gave up a walk, but then an incredible defensive play by McGee in right field. A diving catch that turned into a double play to end the inning. First pitch to Parker's in there for a strike. Cade got a base on balls with the bases loaded, picked up RBI number 19 on the season, his first time up. That one is inside, goes back to the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jason said he called that a strike, and I think Jason's trying to have me on, and he's trying to mess with the old dude. That is down low, 1-2. So according to Jason, the intern, it's 1-2. So if he's wrong, he'll fall down to the bottom of the rankings. That's fair. High fastball, 2-2. Will Lindbergh will be next. Inside for a ball. So somehow we've gotten to 3-2, I think. High fly ball, left center field. Going to be the left fielder making the play. That is Andrews out there. I was kind of tracking that one through Christensen in center, but he just kind of gave up, and I figured, well, that probably means the other guy's going to catch it. I don't think he would just give up. 1 out, and here's Lindbergh. Sacrifice fly back in the first. Picked up his 6th RBI of the summer, batting .290 out of Gold River, California, and Cal State Northridge. Trying to get something started here. Bottom of the fourth inning. We're playing 7 in this one. Will takes that one in there for a strike. Pernetti at 86 miles an hour, the right-hander out of Cosumnes River College. Lindbergh takes in the dirt. Sean McGinty behind the plate. Leffel at third. Rodriguez at short. Malton at second. Hanson at first. McGee, Christensen, and Andrews in the outfield for the California Tigers, playing their second game of the season. Put up a late rally last night, but fell short to the Potters 11-9. There's a chopper over the mound. That is going to get into center field for a base hit. So Lindbergh continues his hot hitting. He's got a base hit and a sacrifice fly. Third hit for the Potters. First off Pernetti, and that'll bring up Jake Harvey, who grounded out to the second baseman off the pitcher's glove back in the first inning. So he is 0 for 1, looking for his first hit as a Potter. Does have 2 RBI on sac flies, but unfortunately, unless we can get Lindbergh to steal second and third, that will not be an option this time. And I've seen it done, so it could happen. Permetti's pitch is down low, 1-0. Tyler Antwine, batting in the number 9 spot, is on deck. That one is in there for a strike. 1-1 on Harvey out of Roseville, California. Behind the plate for the Potters tonight. There goes Lindbergh. The throw will be too late, and Lindbergh slides in head first. Good pitch to steal on. It was a breaking ball that was outside. McGinty came up throwing to Malton down at second base, but Lindbergh in there easily. So we'll at second now. Two good fans, Riley, both carrying a beer in each hand. Oh, 3 in a row. Well done. Good eyes, Willie. 3 guys, 6 beers. That's what I like to hear. That's foul down right field line. I don't know if it beats the five kids in a row with the shaved ices yet, but that was pretty good. 2-2 on Harvey. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Second of a 3-game series between the Potters and the California Tigers, formerly the Reading Tigers. Now California. Harvey takes a high fastball. Full count, 3-2. This pineapple looks appetizing, Riley. Have you tried any of the pineapple that the parking lot Potters dropped off? Got a little ice underneath it and everything. Oh, that's fantastic. Popped up right side. Giving chase is McGee in right field in the bullpen. Then he falls over in the bullpen. Hopefully he is all right. That is obviously the hazard of that. He's playing straightaway right field and makes a run of about 50 yards and then hits that mound in the bullpen area. Takes a header, but he looks like he's going to be okay. And his manager is going to come out and stand 200 feet away and see if he's going to be okay. And he says, yeah, okay. Brunetti's going to take a minute and allow Joe McGee out in right field to kind of catch his breath a little bit. That is a sudden and abrupt change there as you hit that mound. Potters do have some activity in the bullpen. I'll have Riley check it out when he's through giving pineapple to Willie. Now we're ready to go again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Grounder out towards shortstop. Handled by Rodriguez across the diamond. Gets him at first base for the second out. Lindbergh had to hold up as the ball was right in front of him. 2 outs and Tyler Antwine will be the hitter. Tyler struck out back in the second inning. So he is 0 for 1. 133 coming in with 3 runs batted in. Out of Somas, California, headed to Fresno State. Asani Johnson on deck, the top of the order. We're in the bottom of the 4th here. All the scoring in the first inning, 6-3 Tigers. Swing and a miss on a big breaking ball from Pernetti. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Sean McGinty behind the plate, giving the signs to Pernetti. Antwine takes a fastball and it's outside. 1-1. Potters back into league action next week. We got just the 2 home games. Check LincolnPotters.com for tickets and information. Tuesday and Thursday against the hated but respected Healdsburg Prune Packers. They are atop the conference again, outside. Big win today over the West Coast Kings. I think runs their record to 15-2. Potters are 8-5. Potters have 13 league games in 20 days starting next Tuesday, so they'll have a flurry to get to the end of the month and complete the league schedule. Swing and a miss, fouled off back behind the catcher. So it's 2-2 on Tyler Antwine. That organist is sounding good tonight. I didn't even know we had an organist here, but sounding good. I don't know where they have the organ. Maybe in the old bounce house. Outside, ball 3. That's a good place for it. A lot of prying eyes over there, though. Maybe out in the VIP area. That's where I think they put it, yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of inning number 4 here from McBean Stadium. That's in the dirt, gets away. And going to third will be Lindbergh. Going to first will be Antoine. He gets himself a base on balls, and that'll bring up the hot-hitting Asani Johnson. In the fourth inning, he singled in the first and scored and walked in the second. Asani out of Elk Grove, California. Coming to the plate, it looks like the Tigers are going to get somebody up to loosen up at least in their bullpen. But here's Asani Johnson. Came in at 400 on the season. Had a hit in every game played, and he has extended that with a first inning single. So he's played 11 games, has 11 hits. Hits that one well to right field, but it's right in his tracks. It's McGee and makes the catch. Hit it solidly, but right at McGee and right. So we go to the top of the fifth inning. Tigers remain on top 6-3.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had 'em by the collar, said he...
Top of the fifth inning, Cam Stanton, the new pitcher out of Auburn, California, and Westmont College. Andrew Ballantyne was very good. 3 in the third innings, just one hit. He struck out one, and he faced the minimum. The batter that got a hit was Rodriguez, and he fell running around first base and was tagged out. So faced the minimum, and now it's up to Cam Stanton. The left-hander delivers a fastball in there for a strike at 88. Andrews is the hitter, singled and scored in the first and popped to first in the second. Line drive, foul down the third base line. Waited on that fastball, turned on it, and turned on it a little bit too much. 0-2. Pitch. Fastball just misses inside. Ball coming out of somewhere. Just rolls across the diamond. It happens a lot in the summertime. You can't let these things bother you, Riley. These things happen. 1-2 to Andrews. In the dirt, 2-2. Drew out of Jessup University. He is the Farmers batter. That means if he makes an out in any which way, it is half off Farmers Brewing for the rest of the inning. Fastball misses inside. 3-2. So a lot to say because we had an announcement, me Ranchito with Hobby down there, $1 tacos for the rest of the game. The line is stretching from him all the way almost to the backstop. So you get that, you go down, hopefully you get a batter out here and you get a half price on Farmers. Popped out of play. Drew Andrews does not want to let half price on Farmers, so he's up there fighting. But the Potters trying to make the taco half price beer happen after making the $1 off for every degree over 100 ticket happen. 3-2 again. Fastball, call strike 3. That means that it's half off Farmers Brewing Company here for the remainder of the 5th inning to pair with that $1 taco that you're going to get. And here's Rudy Rodriguez. Bless you, parking lot Potter man. Rodriguez is singled and grounded out.
$1 off for every degree they'd be paying you to come in here.
That's right. That's well done, my friend, the mathematician from the parking lot Potters. Fastball is in there for a strike. We'll go down there and demand your $2 back. Go to the box office. I want my $2. It was $110 when I came in the door. Fouled out of play, 0-2. It is a cider Saturday, or a cider day, as some say, like me. And Farmers is half off, so you got a lot going on. And the $1 tacos, the line is still stretched. And they know a great deal, and they know a great taco when they see it. And Hobby's a fantastic guy. Piper's going to get in line. He's going to try to cut, I think. That's high for a ball. Piper would not do that. Plus, I don't know if Peacock's going to have tacos. But it's a great question, and we should explore it. 1-2 on Rodriguez. Rudy out of UC Riverside. Swings and misses at that one for the out. 2 outs. Stanton's second strikeout, and Joe McGee, who has singled, driven in a run, and struck out and made an amazing catch in right field that turned into a double play, is coming up to the plate. Joe was 2 for 5 yesterday, 1 for 2 today. Top of the 5th, we're going 7 in this one. Foul back to the screen. That narrowly missed the camera there. Riley, I know you felt that seismically, even if you didn't see it. I could see that your brow was furrowed. 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. There you go. 3 plates of tacos going down there. That's fantastic. That's a great fan right there. Piper following her, hoping something spills off the plate. Fastball, strike 3. What an inning for Cam Stanton. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Potter still trailing at 6-3.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of the 5th inning, they're still aligned at the taco stand, and the Potters still trail at 6-3. All the scoring in this game done in the first inning. Tigers with 6, Potters with 3. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. J.R. Friedley, Caius Gargett, and Eli Small against Ben Pernetti, who came on in the 3rd for Anthony DeSantis. Pernetti's given up 1 hit over the 2 innings and walked 1. In there for a strike to J.R., who has walked and lined into a double play. Hit a bullet out to Malton at second. Doubled off Asani Johnson. That was back in the 2nd inning. 1-1 on J.R. 3:44 coming in for the Potters center fielder tonight. It might be the first time he's been in the center field. I think he's probably played left. He's played all third, short, and second as well. Raking ball's lifted in the short left center field. Coming on, the left fielder makes a nice running catch. That's Andrews. That one just stayed up, and that is could have easily been another hit for JR, but he is retired. 1 out here in the 5th, and Caius Gargett will be the hitter. Hit by a pitch and grounded to second base in this one. Caius at 3-4-7 on the season with 3 runs batted in. Left-hand hitting shortstop against Pernetti. Check swing, he went around. It's a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch from Pernetti again, 0-2. Eli Small to follow for the Potters here in the 5th. Pernetti the 0-2. Chopped down to first baseline. That's foul. Potters coach down there. I don't like to say it. Last night it was Logan Bell in his shorts was coaching first. I don't like to try to identify coaches anymore. They may mix them up on me all the time. Just trying to befuddle me, and that's not really that hard to do anymore. Line drive on 1 hop to second base. Malton kind of lets it eat him up, but he takes care of it and throws it to first. He knew it was going to be a tough one on the hop. He took it, gave a little ground, made the play. And after the first inning, the Tigers defensively have been excellent. Had a couple errors in the first inning, or an error in the first inning, but they have been excellent the rest of the time. Here's Eli Small. In there for a strike. 0-1. Seven-inning game here tonight. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Eli takes outside. 1-1, trying to get Jax Jimenez up. Here in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. 1-2 on Eli. He has singled in a run and walked. 270 when he's coming in. Picked up his 7th run batted in. Swing and a miss. So good inning for Pernetti. 1-2-3. We go to the top of the 6th. Potter still trails 6-3.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of the 6th inning from McBean Stadium. 6-3 Tigers. They'll send up Brady Wilson and then Jamie Mullen and Sean McGinty. We're going to have Sean Stafford come up here. So Stafford will hit for Wilson. And it'll be Leffel who took over for Mullen. Stafford hitting for Wilson. Lifts one right center field. Ends up in right field. Caught by Antwine for the first out. And that'll bring up Nathan Leffel, who came on at third for Mullen back in the 5th. And he has assumed the mantle of the Dueling Dogs batter. And we just... Of course, it is the 5th, it's the 6th inning, so Farmers is done. We've got to move on to another special, but the taco line is still long, so we still need beer. Leffel takes high for a ball. Catcher Sean McGinty is scheduled next. Fastball outside for a ball, 2-0. Piper going over to personally thank everybody who's in the taco line. Fastball, it's in there for a strike, 2-1. And now he's going to walk with John and try to get tacos off the plates of the people. Unsuspecting patrons, they don't know what's about to befall them. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the 6th. Lifted foul, so now we're 2-2. Now we're 1 strike away from half price. Just for those people who had to wait in line to get their tacos and weren't ready during the Farmers inning, they can get in on the Dueling Dogs inning. That's only fair, really, Riley. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. 4 strikeout for Stanton and a big one for Potter fans. Is for the second time in 4 batters, Cam Stanton has given Potter fans half off beer. And that's going to get you a nickname like the Beer Man or something like that. I don't know. Every time he comes in, Potter fans drink half price. Looks like we're going to have number 44, Tyler Kersey, who was last night's catcher, will hit for McGinty. That is in there for a strike. McGinty had a walk, RBI. He was 0 for 1 with an RBI. And Kersey, who was 1 for 2 last night. Check swing did not go around. I don't think they're going to ask, and no. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the order, Chase Christensen to follow. Just a 7-inning game here, so obviously Potters with just a couple of chances. Swing and a miss. And Willie pointed out something interesting. Now, we had the general admission ticket, $1 off for every degree over 100. That is also on the books for tomorrow. So if you're around the area, you're thinking of coming out to the game, you're thinking, well, I don't really want to pay $8. Well, I mean, it'll be warm, but you might be able to get in for, a slightly adjusted rate is what I'm saying. And it's Sunday, a slice Sunday, a lot of stuff going on Sunday, Military Appreciation Day, all kinds of good stuff going on. 7:35 first pitch. But you want to check the temperature. And maybe if it's 105, you go, for $3 I can go to the Potters game. That's not a bad idea. Breaking ball is just too high, as unfortunately Stanton thought he was leaving and Harvey thought he was leaving. But called high by the umpire. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss. Stanton strikes out 5 of 6. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Potter still trails 6-3.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Bottom of the 6th inning, new pitcher's Mason Azevedo out of Jessup University. He'll relieve Ben Pernetti. Went 3 innings, gave up just 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 1. So he was excellent out there in relief of DeSantis. And Azevedo will face Jack Jimenez, Cade Parker, and Will Lindbergh. And we have to address the spinning bat race today, Riley, as both participants in the bat race hit the ground after spinning, and that means I've got to take John, who picks the players. I got to move him up 1 spot in the intern rankings. And unfortunately, that means our buddy Jason is going to have to move down to 4th because John's taking over in 3rd, but that's what has to happen. And Jason taking it like a true competitor. Jimenez was robbed of a 2 or 3 base hit by McGee back in the 3rd inning. Chops that one foul. He struck out in the 1st, so he's 0 for 2. McGee with a diving catch to his right in right center and got up and doubled the runner off at first base. As a result, Jax is 0 for 2. Leading off in the bottom of the 6th, remember we're just playing 7. Little momentary ball just coming out of nowhere. The bullpen Potter's warming somebody up. Stanton has been very impressive. Struck out 5 of the 6 batters he faced, including delivering beer to the Potters in the 5th and the 6th inning Potter fans, that is. Hence the name the Beer Man. Fouls that one off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All the scoring in the first inning for both teams in this one. A 6 for the Tigers, a 3 for the Potters, and just a bunch of zeros out on that scoreboard that the Friends of McBean are trying to upgrade. Outside. 2-2 on Jacks. I have a QR code for you after the game. You can scan that and donate to get us a new scoreboard out here. That's the next step. There's a grounder to the left of second. That'll get into right field for a base hit. Malton trying to make a great play out there, but it got by him, and Jacks has a base hit. Leads off the inning with a hit, and that'll bring up Cade Parker. Cade has walked and flied to left, drove in a run with a walk back in the first inning for his 19th run batted in. Jake Morrell, the left-hander, loosened up for the Potters in the pen after 2 impressive innings from Cam Stanton and 2 1/3 from Andrew Valentine. Activity again in the Tigers pen as well as they throw over to first base again. Jack Guffran out of San Jose State, right-hander. There goes the runner. Pitches high. The throw to second base is going to be just a little too late and offline, and Jimenez will get the stolen base. He's in scoring position. Potters need 3 to tie this one, and Parker with the ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Cade with 5 home runs. Not a bad time for a 6th, I'm just saying. Ground ball down to third, picked up by Leffel. Takes his time across the diamond and gets him at first. Runner has to hold at second base. So the first out is recorded here in the 6th, and will bring up Will Lindbergh, who's hit a sacrifice fly, and he is singled. 290 when he came in. He picked up RBI number 6 back in the first inning on that sacrifice fly. And singled, stole a base in the 4th, but was stranded there. Left-handed hitting first baseman against the right-hander Azevedo. Takes that one outside for a ball. DeSantis started, went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits and 3 runs. Then Bernetti came on, sparkling 3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, no runs. And now Azevedo. That is on the corner for a strike. 1-1. To the displeasure of our vocal Potters fan. There's a pretty good angle on there. We need Don down there. Oh, now Don's moving up to a better seat now to give me the heads up on where it is. Outside 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike on Lindbergh. Jake Harvey to follow, then Tyler Antwine. Swing and a miss. Chase one outside. 2-2 on Will out of Gold River, California, and Cal State Northridge. Lindbergh swings and misses, and he is out on strikes. 70-mile-an-hour breaking ball from Azevedo for the second out, and that'll bring up Jake Harvey. Jake is grounded out, once to second, once to short. So he is 0 for 2, still looking for that first hit of the summer out of Roseville, California. University of Nevada up in Reno. He's got Jimenez at second base, but now 2 outs. Jimenez was trying to time the pitcher and take off, but Azevedo didn't throw the pitch, and so Jacks had to get back to second base as Malton came over to cover. Harvey hits that one into center field. Christensen's got a bead. Going to back up a step, and that's your inning. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Tigers leading this one 6-3.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had 'em by the collar, said
Top of the 7th inning from McBean Stadium. Jake Morrell is the new pitcher out of American River College. His 5th appearance, 5 innings, 2 hits. He has walked 8 and struck out 5. Jake 1-0 on the season. He will face the top of the order: Chase Christensen, Charlie Malton, and Jason Hansen. Christensen has singled, reached on an error, and lined out to second base. So he is 1 for 3, scored a run back in the first inning when the Tigers did all their damage with 6 runs. Down low for a ball, 1-0. Morrell out of American River College in Roseville, California. Breaking ball misses, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Morrell. 2-1. Tomorrow, 7:35. Check social media to see what kind of discounts are being offered weather-wise. It's the Potters and the Tigers again. Outside 3-1. If things don't change tonight, they'll be playing to see who wins that series or wins this series, as the Potters won last night 11-9, and the Tigers lead by 3 here in the 7th. That's ball 4, and that hit him. Again, if I'm the batter, if it's 3 balls, you're going to walk me, walk me. Don't hit me on the 4th pitch because I'm going to first anyway. So I don't need to be hit. Christensen at first, nobody out. Charlie Malton, the batter. He's singled, walked, and grounded to third. So he is 1 for 2, 3 for 6. 3 for 6 in the series out of Diablo Valley College from the Big 8 Conference. That includes American River, Jake Morrell, Sac City, Folsom Lake, Delta, Modesto, Sierra. In the dirt again, blocked nicely by Jake Harvey. He's going to say, let me go out and chat with Jake Morrell. Morrell, like I said, he's only given up 2 hits in 5 innings, but he has walked 8. So that has been his Achilles heel, his 5th appearance of the season. One ball and no strikes as the My Sharona goes out over the speakers. Great choice by Willie Preston, the dean of the PA, the dean of the mic. Ball 2. Two and 0. Fastball's in there for a strike. 2-1 to Charlie Malton. Just the 2nd game of the season for the Roseville Tigers. Potter's playing game number 34. Here goes the runner. The pitch is called a strike. Ball pops out of the glove of Harvey, so it's a stolen base for Christensen. He's at second base with nobody out, and a full count now on Charlie Malton. Breaking ball is hit down the line in right field, giving chases Antwine. He's going to try a dive, and it is a fair ball, and it gets away in right field corner. Here comes Christensen around third. The throw comes in on a hop, and he's going to score. And sliding in head first to third and staying on the bag is Charlie Malton. So he'll pick up the RBI. 7-3 Tigers. That one just perfectly placed down the right field line. Wasn't fair by too much. And Christensen being at second made it a lot easier for him to go ahead and score. And here's Jason Hansen with a runner at third and nobody out here in the 7th. Hansen is singled, he's grounded to short, and he's popped to first. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Oh and 1 on Jason Hansen from UC Davis. Infield in for the Potters. That one's lined down the left field line, but it's foul into the bullpen area of the Tigers, and they have somebody up and throwing who had to watch out for that one. That was incoming. Off-speed pitch was ripped to left. 0-2 now. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Morrell gets his first strikeout, a big one right there. And the infield will stay where they are as Drew Andrews comes up to the plate. Drew out of William Jessup. Singled and scored in the first, popped to first in the second, then struck out looking in the 5th. That was against Stanton, who struck out 5 of the 6 batters he faced. Morrell, and he hits Drew Andrews on the breaking ball. Second hit batter of the inning. First and third now. And it'll be up to Rudy Rodriguez, the left-hand hitting shortstop, who's grounded to short, singled, and struck out. He's had his trouble against left-handers in this series, so let's see if Morrell can capitalize on that. Potters are going to play kind of a medium halfway in and halfway double play depth with Hassani Johnson and Caius Gargett. Let's see if Andrews decides to steal and try to take the force out of play here. Morrell thinks he might, so he goes over to first base. Will Lindbergh covering over there. Sonny Johnson's at second. Hias Gargett at short. At third today, Cade Parker. Jimenez in left, Freely in center, and Tyler Antwine out in right field. Slider is outside for a ball, 1-0. On deck is Joe McGee. Tigers leading this one 7-3. We're in the seventh, and that's all we're going. Unless we have to go extra innings, of course. Outside, that's going to get away, and here comes the runner in from third, and he will score easily. So Malton scores the second run of the inning. Going to second base is Andrews. That'll be a wild pitch. And Rodriguez now, 2 balls and no strikes. Inside corner, that's a strike. 2-1. Tigers leading this one now 8-3. That one is down low. 3-1 on Rudy Rodriguez out of UC Riverside. 0 for 1 yesterday. Did score a run in that first game of the series. Look out, that's over his head. Going to third base is Andrews, and Rodriguez will go down to first. So now first and third, and there's a meeting at the mound for the Potters. And you know something, Riley? We're going to step away for just a second. Top of the seventh, Tigers up by 5. Meeting at the mound is over. Everybody's on the same page. Runners at first and third. 2 runs in here in the seventh. Tigers lead 8-3, and Joe McGee's the hitter. Singled in a run in the first. Struck out the next 2 times, so he is 1 for 3. There goes the runner at first base. Swings and misses. The ball gets away, and here comes the runner in from third, and he'll score. Rodriguez goes to second. He'll get credit for a stolen base. Called a wild pitch. McGee's up here now, 9-3. I think Joe might be known in this game anyway for the catch he made on Jackson Jimenez way back in the third inning that turned into a double play instead of a triple. And that was a key point early on in this ball game as he takes that one for a call, strike 2. That is outside. I got 1 and 2 on the scoreboard. Riley thinks it's 2 and 1. I thought the first one was a strike on the wild pitch. Yeah. That's outside. Believe that makes it 2 and 2. There's a lot going on in that first pitch. Runner coming in from third, etc. 2 and 2. In the dirt, gets away, going to third is Rodriguez, and it's a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sean Stafford on deck. He came on and batted for Brady Wilson back in inning number 6. 3-2 pitch. Line down the left field line. That is a fair ball. 1 run will score. Going around first, headed for second is McGee. He slides in. The throw gets away. Picked up in right field, but McGee's going to stay at second base. It's an RBI double. Rodriguez scores. 4th run of the inning. McGee picks up his second hit and second run batted in this one. And it looks like it's going to be Christian Smith. So Christian Smith will bat here. 10-3 Tigers. Inside for a ball on Christian Smith. Out of San Francisco State, and they're going to call the hit by a pitch, third hit batter of the inning. That'll put runners at first and second and bring up Nathan Leffel. Nathan struck out back in the 6th inning, so he is 0 for 1, coming on in the spot originally occupied by Jamie Mullen. Just one out here in the top of the 7th. Nathan Leffel out of Las Madonnas College. Breaking ball, strike one. 0-1 on Leffel. Tyler Kersey is next. Check swing is in the dirt. 1-1. One ball, one strike on Leffel. There goes a runner. Check swing did not go. His throw to third is going to be just a little too late, but what a good throw by Harvey. It's a double steal, second and third now for the Tigers. 2 balls and 1 strike on Leffel. Outside for a ball, 3-1. And that is ball 4. That'll load the bases again and bring up Tyler Kersey, who came on in the 6th and struck out. He is the 9th batter in the inning for the Tigers. They've scored 4 times. They have the bases loaded, just 1 out, and here's Kersey. And we're going to get a pitching change, it looks like, for the Potters, and so we'll step away for just a second. Just told you, top of the 7th, Tigers up 10-3.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today.
Top of the 7th, bases loaded for the Tigers. Evan Oden out of Lincoln High, and Sierra College is the new pitcher. 6th appearance, 5 1/3 innings, 11 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 6 walks for Evan. He'll face Tyler Kersey, who's also out of Sierra College. McGee at 3rd. Smith at 2nd, and at first it is Leffel. Swing and a miss. Max Giglieri is on deck. He came on as a pincher last night and had a double, drove in a couple runs. Check swing, and it's called strike 2 on the inside corner, so it's quickly 0-2 on Tyler Kersey, the 9th batter to bat here in the inning. Potter fans hanging in here. That one misses outside. Now 1-2. Out here in pretty tough weather, making it work for him. Cowbell's still ringing. Last one, 87 from Oden. 6'1", 190 out of Lincoln High. 1-2 pitch coming up to Kersey. Looked pretty good, but it's off the outside corner, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the inside corner, called strike 3. So 2 outs in the inning, ironically both on strikeouts. And here's Chase Christensen for his 2nd time. He was hit by a pitch to start the inning, except for it's going to be Giglieri hitting for Christensen. So Giglieri is going to hit for Christensen, who was 1 for 3, scored twice. Left-handed hitter out of St. Mary's College. Takes a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Oh and 1. Four runs on 2 hits for the Tigers in the inning. 0-1 pitch is in the same spot, same result, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on the pinch hitter Giglieri. Fouls it off down the left field line, out of play. Came on last night in the 9th inning and doubled. So he was 1 for 1 in a 4-run 9th inning for the Tigers that came up just a bit short as they fell 11-9, but they got the 10-3 lead here. We're in the 7th. Swing and a miss. So Oden comes on and does a pretty good job striking out the only 2 batters he faced. But we go to the bottom of the 7th, final inning tonight. Remember, Potter's trailing at 10-3.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most, great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Bottom of the seventh, Potters have their work cut out for them as they trail at 10-3. Tigers scored 6 in the first, then 5 straight zeros, and then 4 in the seventh. Potters just 3 in the first, and that's been it for them. Jack Guffran is the new pitcher out of San Jose State. As Azevedo goes an inning, gives up a hit and gets a strikeout. So Pernetti and Azevedo, 4 innings pitched out of the bullpen and 2 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. So they've been very, very effective. And Zach Chamiso, the Lincoln Fighting Zebra, pinch hitting for Antwine, takes a strike. He's followed by Hassani Johnson and J.R. Freethy. Grounded down the first base line, and that is foul. Yes, we do look like a pinch hitter on deck for the Potters. Might be Cole Chamberlain, we haven't seen for a while here. 1-1 on Zach. Sales high and outside, 2-1. (2-1) to Zach Chamiso. 3-1. Got one single cowbell still going. Zach pops that out of play, so it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitches lined into right center field. Nobody's going to get to that one. Chamiso's got himself a base hit. Andrews, who's out in center field now, gets it back in. Giglieri moves over to left field as he hit for Christensen. So Andrews in center, Giglieri in left. McGee's still in right. And here's Cole Chamberlain. Cole out of Novato, California, headed to the University of Texas. Left-handed hitter up here. As Chamiso lines a base hit to right center, making Riley very happy. Hamlin hits it well to right field as well, but McGee's going to get over there and get it in right center for the first out. Looks like Parker Warner's going to get to swing the bat. Hitting for J.R. Freethy, who was 0 for 2 today, scored a run in the first. So Parker Warner will be the hitter. He is out of Livermore, California, headed to Stanford. Warner takes a breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Fastball in there, called strike 2. Breaking ball is popped out of play, so Warner stays alive. 0-2, or excuse me, 1-2. Check the runner first. Chamizo with a short lead over there. Fastball called, strike 3. So Warner's out on strikes. 1 out left for the Potters. It's Caius Gargett out of Anderson, Indiana, University of Kentucky. Caius tonight was hit by a pitch, scored a run in the first, and grounded to second twice, so he is 0 for 2. Potters with just 5 hits in the game. Just 3 after the first inning. That's down low for a ball from Geffran. DeSantis started, then Pernetti, Azevedo, and now Geffran. Sharp grounder that is into right field for a base hit. Chamizo's going to go to second and hang on there, and Caius got himself a single. Second hit of the inning, 6th hit of the game for the Potters. And Eli Small is scheduled next. Singled, walked, and struck out, Eli did. He has 7 runs batted in after picking up 1 in the first inning with an RBI single, and he walked in the 3rd and struck out in the 5th. Potters with 2 on and 2 out here in the 7th. Small takes outside for a ball. Eli at 270 coming in out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and the University of Kentucky. Slices one over the dugout, over the grassy knoll, and off into the darkness out there at McBean Park. Holiday weekend wrapping up tomorrow, 7:35, first pitch. Potters and Tigers, looks like it'll be for the series. 1-1 pitch. Eli hits a chopper right back to Guffer, and he makes the play. Trots over to first, and he's going to take it himself and step on the bag, and that's your ball game. No runs, 2 hits for the Potters. They leave 2. Our final score is the Tigers 10 and the Potters 3. Our post-game show, we'll do a quick post-game wrap here, brought to you by the Friends of McBean. Let's get that QR code up there, Riley, because we do need a new scoreboard. I mean, scoreboard today malfunctioned because it shows the visiting team with more runs than the home team. That should never happen. But in all seriousness, we do need that new scoreboard, and the Friends of McBean are trying to raise funds to get that scoreboard. Scan the QR code and donate and make that dream a reality. Tonight, Potters come out here, and right away, the Tigers put 6 runs off the board in the top of the first inning, and that was enough, really, to keep the Potters at bay. Lincoln scored 3 in the bottom, but then it's all zeros for the Potters the rest of the night. Tigers put up 4 more in the 7th inning. They win it 10-3. Ben Pernetti came out of the pen. He is going to get credit for the win. He came on in relief of DeSantis, who gave up 2 hits and 3 runs in the first 2 innings, but Pernetti, 3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, and a strikeout, and no runs allowed, so he'll get the win. Isaiah Williams will take the loss for the Potters, and quite frankly, the Tigers just played better than the Potters tonight. Defensively, the Potters were very shaky in that first inning, and the Tigers came out with a couple of web gems that they turned into double plays early in the game and kept the Potters from getting back into the game, and eventually they stretched out in the 7th and won it 10-3. So the rubber game of the series is tomorrow, 7:35. A reminder, check out social media, maybe the Lincoln Potters website, to see if there's any specials as far as ticket prices is concerned. It is a 7:35 start between the Potters and the Tigers, the California Tigers. And next week, obviously, LincolnPotters.com, the place to go. Tuesday and Thursday, the Healdsburg Prune Packers are in town to take on your Potters. Those games games right now. First pitch is 6:35, but that could change. Our final score again tonight from McBean Stadium. The Potters lose this one to the California Tigers. Tigers 10, Potters 3. On behalf of me, Mark the Phantom Lowe, on behalf of Riley the Engineer, Willie Preston, the best in the business, Jason and John and Carson and everybody else, Nia and all the rest, all the interns, we say thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time.